Let's get back to Tropical Storm Bertha, where I just saw it pop up on the computer. It looks like we got a landfall bulletin in from the National Hurricane Center. There it is, St. Bernard Parish in Louisiana. Maximum sustained winds at 45 miles per hour. Its minimum central pressure was up just a touch at 1,000 millibars. It's kind of a bizarro storm, to be honest, and it may still have a second act. So let's get into this. We'll bring in Fox Weather hurricane specialist Bryan Norcross. Bryan, I don't want to say it's an anticlimactic landfall, first landfall, I suppose, technically of the season. If all you had was a quick glance at the visible satellite, you'd say, whoa, until you actually look at the structure of the storm and see that the worst of the weather is way displaced from that center.
Yeah, because the clouds that are around the center are really low clouds because there's so much dry air in the atmosphere being pumped south that the center really doesn't have much going on with it, and the showers associated with it are really quite light. But down to the south, the big thunderstorms down here in the Gulf of Mexico, and we'll talk more about what might happen with them. Here is the word right there. It was landfall. We'll look at that close up here in just a second. But just if you didn't get the latest information, 45 miles per hour is the estimated top winds, with the top winds occurring on the backside up in here, kind of in these bands out in here, is where the hurricane hunters were finding those winds. Moving west-northwest at 7,000 millibars. Pressure has gone up as the winds have gone down. System overall weakened. It's a big circulation. And the thunderstorms that were loosely associated with the circulation are down here, and they're dying out as well. So the whole thing is kind of dying out. All right, close up here. So let's see. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Let's let it run one more time, and you'll see the big circulation, and then I'll stop it right there. And all right, so the definition of a landfall is when the center of the circulation crosses the land. So maybe they're calling this the land, I guess, over in here, I guess. The satellite's always just a tiny bit behind. But and also the center is a little bit nebulous here. Does the center come all the way out here, or exactly what is it? But in any case, that's the idea. This is St. Bernard's Parish, is the just east of New Orleans, is where they called the landfall there. I was wondering, because this out in here kind of looks like land on the pictures and on the maps, but that's kind of a marsh out there. So St. Bernard's Parish, I guess, has more substantial land, so they'll go with that. In any case, all these clouds here are really low clouds, and there is not much rain in them, but that's a band there of rain up north here, and the wind coming off of the Gulf is actually, moderately strong and gusty and noticeable. If you've seen Brandy Campbell there in Biloxi along the beach, it's noticeable. It's not especially dangerous, but that's why they have the tropical storm warnings in effect there. All right, so here's the radar. And the main thing you notice on the radar is you can definitely see there's a circulation, but you see there are really negligible number of yellows and certainly no reds in that, indicating they're all kind of relatively light showers, fast moving things, not really disruptive at all. You have a few here on the backside of this, a couple yellows there, but really not much at all. The heavier stuff is way out here in the Gulf, and the reason we know this is really heavy here is because it's showing up in the reds and so forth, but also because it's coming from a long way. The storm itself is much closer to the radar in Hammond, Louisiana, than those storms are out in the Gulf. So they're really tall, and those are strong storms there. So we're going to talk about how they might come into play here in just a minute. But here's the current wind situation. Winds are coming down finally at Dauphin Island there in Alabama. Shell Beach, still 37. So this is the most we're going to get, I think. Up in the 30s, occasional gusts to the 40s. That's why they have the tropical storm warning in effect. Anything over 40 miles per hour would be a tropical storm. But look on the backside here, way back here in the Eglin Air Force Base. They're not far from Fort Walton Beach, Florida, still gusting to 30 miles an hour. So all along that Gulf Coast, here you can kind of make it out in the reds there. That's where the strongest winds are. There's almost nothing on the front side. Although over here at Lake Pontchartrain, there's pretty good winds kind of blowing south over there as the thing has made landfall. All right, here's the cone from the Hurricane Center. The idea is that it weakens only slowly because it's over kind of a marshy, flat area, southeastern Louisiana. So maybe 45 miles per hour later as it passes New Orleans, maybe weakening a little bit beyond that. So we'll see. And then they hang on to it as a 40-mile-an-hour system going forward. The thinking is that that circulation that we see making landfall is probably going to die out somewhere around in here. And then we're going to be left with something coming this way. And then we have that weather down to the south, right? And here you see the models kind of respond to that. The Google model just says, nope, just we're going to go west and die out. All the rest of them kind of dip down here, but that's kind of taking a compromise of this and that other thing down here and saying, okay, let's kind of move that together and on a little more southern trajectory. Then probably not a tropical storm, but it's something, all right? There's what the averages show. So you see the consensus down this cone and then kind of dipping south. So we'll see. Here is the HAFS model. This is the special hurricane model from NOAA. And you notice it reflects what we saw. The stronger winds are on the backside. A little bit of wind here coming over Lake Bourne, Lake Pontchartrain, and but mostly on the backside. And there you see where the strongest gusts are, well offshore. Okay, now that's right now. Watch up here, 2 o'clock Central this afternoon. And here goes this system, kind of is dying out up here, and the winds are concentrated around this down here. Okay, so now this is drawn with a tropical storm symbol. It's not really another tropical storm. It's kind of a big circulation. Think of it as just one kind of remnant system, but with some strong winds over the Gulf. And then it moves forward tomorrow, and you see fewer of the yellows, but still, that's why they have tropical storm warnings and watches. Down here, there's a watch going from western Louisiana down to Texas in case the tropical storm winds continue. This model says they will along the coast. And then late tomorrow afternoon, moving into the Texas coast as a weaker remnant system. This is not a tropical storm. It might have some tropical storm gusts, but the odds are it doesn't have the structure. You can see there's not much wind here around the center. Probably. I just don't think there's time for it to reorganize into something moving across that part of the Gulf of Mexico. Although I must say, the water out here is very, very warm, and those hostile upper winds are going to let up. So that'll probably just maintain the thunderstorms. But I can't absolutely rule out that it's not going to get circulation. But in any case, does not look like a significant threat to the Texas coast. All right, Ian, it's a weird one, as you say.
It is so weird that I think that's the first time I've seen you say landfall with air quotes. And it's absolutely right. There's this funky structure. Very curious to see how this is going to go under the hood of this storm over the next 12 to 24 hours. It'll be interesting, and we'll get some new information on the thinking from the NHC coming up at 5 o'clock. We'll see you again then. That's Fox Weather Hurricane Specialist Bryan Norcross. Thank you.